We are talking about homeschooling based on Cambridge curriculum, Cambridge syllabus. And now, at this stage, when your child is not a child, basically your son or daughter, when they are between the age 14 and 16. So, in these years, in some countries, they call it matriculation, in some countries, they call it secondary education. So, in England, they have GCSE, UK GCSE, General Certificate of Secondary Education. The international version of that same GCSE is IGCSE, International General Certificate of Secondary Education. Hopefully, it might be. So, at this age, you have multiple options. But when you are doing homeschooling, the advantage that you have a wide range of subjects that Cambridge gives a choice for your students to choose. There is no compulsion whether you have to select 7 subjects or 8 subjects, or you have to teach your children, your sons and daughters, 5 subjects. It completely a matter of choice. So, what is the difference between O levels and IGCSE? Let's discuss first O levels. O levels, ordinary levels, that is equivalent to IGCSE in international qualification, and O levels is also an internationally recognized qualification that is equivalent to Cambridge IGCSE and the UK GCSE. It provides learners with excellent preparation for Cambridge Advance as well as other progression routes. So, internationally, universities and other institutes and employers and companies worldwide, they accept this degree of O levels. When you send your children to schools, they have certain combination. So you have restricted options, you have limited options, and your child will go with the crowd of people who are selecting particular subjects, and depends on the school for against what subjects they have certain expert teachers, so they offer only those combinations. But Cambridge actually gives you a range of so many subjects. It includes accounting, agriculture, Arabic, art and design, Bangladesh studies, Bengali, biblical studies, biology, business studies, chemistry, commerce, computer science, design and technology, economics, English language, environmental management, fashion and textile, food and nutrition. Very interesting and important subject for our coming generations. French, geography, global perspectives, Hinduism, history, then they offer Islamic studies, Islamia, literature in English, marine sciences, mathematics, traditional mathematics syllabus D, Pakistan studies, physics, religious studies, science combined, Setswana, Sinhala, sociology, statistics, Tamil language, that is Sri Lankan language. So if you are living in Sri Lanka, you can select this subject. Travel and tourism, Urdu as a first language and Urdu as a second language. So these are around 40 subjects. Now it depends that in which country you are living or which country you are going to select for the further pre-university education for your children, because it depends on the country and its local requirements. For example, if you are living in Pakistan, you require almost 8 subjects at this level. There are some compulsory subjects like Urdu, English, Islamic studies, Pak studies, like that. And you have some optional subjects like mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, or computer science to the place of biology. Or if you go towards commerce combination, and there are some humanities combination, because you have to make your qualification equivalent to. So for homeschooling, you can choose either of these subjects, you can choose any of these subjects, and you have to make your child prepare for that. You can appear. So there are 2 times Cambridge conducts exam, because at this stage there will be external exam by Cambridge. So they conduct exams twice a year, once in May June, and the other exam is there in the same year in October November. So you have to choose for which exam you want your children to appear. So you can choose 2 subjects, for example, in 2025 October November exam, and then you can choose other 6 subjects, and your children can appear in next coming May June 2026 exam. So there is no compulsion of appearing for all subjects at the same time. Now there is no matter of duration. If you appear for two subjects in May June 2024, and you appear for two subjects in October November 2024, and then you appear for two subjects in May June 2025, like that, so it's very easy for your students to complete subjects one by one, or two of them, or three subjects combination. So at the end you must complete a minimum required criteria of how many subjects you pass through Cambridge external exams. So at this stage, this is the stage when you first time appear in external board exams of Cambridge in O levels exam or IGCSE exam. So it's very easy to let your children prepare at home for some technical subjects like sciences, like English. Sometime if your student has complications and he or she has to prepare according to the latest curriculum pattern, and he needs to get feedback from expert trainers, so you can hire online tutors. You can have, if you are yourself, you are a teacher, you can make them prepare at home. You can use all online digital resources and material available. You can get the books endorsed by Cambridge itself, available on all famous bookstores in all countries. So just pick the book, make a good timetable of your child. You should actually plan the choice of subjects, uh, keeping in mind that which area of studies or which academic or professional career your child is going to choose in the future life. So this is a choice that must be made by the mutual decision and discussion of parents and children. And you should also add some educationists, some educational trainers, or some teachers as well in your consultation, in your decision, because the teachers or the people who are related to this profession will also guide you better. You can also consult with someone who is an expert in that professional field that you are going to select for your child. So if you choose O levels, is it's best, there is no issue. But if you want to go to more higher degree, higher in a sense, not at level, it is same level, IGCSE is equivalent to O levels, but in scope and in variety of subject, because IGCSE offers out of 70 subjects. So in IGCSE you have more choices. You have 70 subjects, and you can choose at this level 6 subjects, 7, 8, 10. It depends on you how many subjects you want to select, study, and then appear for exam. You should also check the requirement of your country or the country which you will go in future and get your children study there. So meet that criteria and choose those type of subject and number of subjects accordingly. In Cambridge IGCSE you have accounting, African second language, Afrikaans, sorry, agriculture, Arabic as a first language, Arabic foreign language, art and design, Bahasa Indonesia, biology, business studies 0986, chemistry 0971, Chinese first language, Chinese second language, Chinese Mandarin, foreign language, computer science 0478, computer science 0984, design and technology, there are two subjects for this. Then drama, there are again two subjects. Economics, there are two subjects. English as a first language, there are multiple options in 0500. If you want to know the details, what the difference between all these subjects of English language and literature, there are three in English first language, three options in English literature. There is American literature and two options in English literature. Then there is English as an additional language, there are two options. English as a second language, there are, I think, one, two, three, four, five options. Speaking endorsement and count in speaking, and Egypt, for Egypt they have another version of this subject. Then environmental management, food and nutrition, French as a first language, French as a foreign language, there are other options for French as well. There are two subjects in geography, German as a first language, German as a foreign language, German global perspective, then Hindi as a second language, history, then American history, information and communication technology, Zulu as second language, Islamiyat, Italian as a foreign language, then Italian as another subject. Then you also have the choice of physical education, Pakistan studies, Latin, Malay, first language Malay as a foreign language, marine science, mathematics, additional mathematics, mathematics international, mathematics. There are other two courses, then two courses in music, then Pakistan studies, then two courses in physical education, and around three courses in physics. There is Portuguese as a first language, then religious studies, then Sanskrit language. There are then three subjects in science, then Setswana first language, sociology. There are 5 subjects available in Spanish, like first language, foreign language, literature, like that. Swahili, then Thai as a first language, travel and tourism, Turkish first language, Urdu as a second language, Vietnamese, and world literature. So here is a variety of subjects that we make our children deprive of when we send them to schools. Don't let your students go to school, let them stay at home with you, give them time. Let's develop a beautiful family culture. Make studies a daily routine activity, not a burden. So you can choose 7 to 8 subjects, depends on your country's needs and equivalent qualification of your local boards. So that number of subjects you have to choose. If you want to make your children a good literary person, you can go for languages and literatures. You can select from humanities, you can select for sciences and social sciences and other subjects. So again, if you want to appear for make your children appear for IGCSE, you have to go to a British Council website. Now, Cambridge is not putting any compulsion that which subjects you have to choose, but it depends on you, the parents and children and their teachers, how they mutually decide and make a study roadmap for their children. And then when the exams appear, you just have to go to British Council website. There will be option, just fill the form and fill all the requirements and select the subjects you want to appear in the coming exam, two, three, one subject as you may like. So the most important thing is this planning, that when will you appear for the exam and for how many subjects. You have to make a plan, you have to distribute the subjects, and you have to select the timing duration for each subject. And you also need to consult with teacher, otherwise students can study by their own in these days. Just monitor them well, give them time, and everything is available in books and online resources. For any consultation, you should consult with the relevant subject teacher. If you have any further query, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Thanks. In the next video, we will discuss about A levels or advanced level of education, that is actually pre-university education.